Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Dose. We did a great lesson the other day on consistency, and we talked about the popcorn theory, right, of keeping your popcorn in the microwave. And I got such a strong feedback on that message that I wanted to give you a couple of tools that you can use and to talk about a couple of things that I think will help to drive home that message. The first I want to say is that if you liked the popcorn theory of consistency, and if you like that example of how you can create magic in your life by just simply being consistent, keeping your foot on the gas, there's a book that you absolutely need to get. It's called The Compound Effect, and it's written by a gentleman by the name of Darren Hardy. Now, Darren Hardy is the editor of Success Magazine. He's a public speaker, author, coach, and trainer. He travels the world delivering just tremendous messages. He wrote a book called Your Best Year Ever. He wrote a book called The Compound Effect. His book, The Compound Effect, is one of the most powerful reads I've ever gotten my hands on. It talks in detail about how keeping your foot on the gas, right, keeping your popcorn in the microwave can create magic for you in your life. But one of the things that it demonstrates, I think, probably best of any book that I've ever written, is how little incremental efforts, day after day after day after day after day, don't seem to show up right away. The results don't seem to show up. But yet, it still brings the results. And let me give you a demonstration. Let's say that you had a tree in your backyard, right? A great big oak tree. And it died, right? That thing had a trunk on it like 6-8 feet across, and it died. And you had to get that oak tree out of there. Well, what would you do? Well, some of you would say, well, I'd hire a tree company. Okay, pretend the tree companies don't exist, right? How would you get the tree out? Well, the first thing you'd have to do is you'd have to cut it down, right? Well, let's suppose you didn't own a chainsaw. All you had was an axe. Now, you can go out there and hack on that tree for hours and 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 hours, day after day after day after day after day, and eventually cut it down. And you could literally hack on it every moment of every single day until it falls down. Or you could go out to the tree, pick up the axe, and take 5 swings. That's all. Take 5 swings, put the axe down, go back inside. Come out the next day, take 5 swings, put the axe down, go back inside. Now this sounds a little ridiculous. And on a tree that big, you would think that, you're not even making a dent. But the truth is, if you took 5 swings a day, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, but that tree is going to fall. Did you guys ever see the movie The Shawshank Redemption? When the gentleman breaks himself out of jail by digging a tunnel through a concrete wall with a spoon. And he would literally take out just a spoonful or 2 of concrete every day and put it in his pants pockets and shake it out in the courtyard so the guards wouldn't see it. And over the course of 19 years, he dug a tunnel through a concrete wall and escaped. It's the exact same concept. So what I would attest is that if you find, say there's some big changes, long-term changes you want to make in your life, better health, better wellness, better financial, fiscal responsibility, right, that kind of thing, you can make these kinds of sweeping changes in your life, but they don't have to be so radical. If you want to have better health, you don't have to wake up tomorrow morning and, be on like a super strict diet and exercise 4 hours, 7 days a week. You don't have to go to those lengths. Here's what you can do. Just take 5 swings a day. Do something small in the direction of where you want to go, but do it every single day. Now, here's how I look at the 5 swings example. I look at the 5 swings a day like this. There are 3 priorities that I have in my life that are my goals, the things that I want to accomplish. And I've associated 5 key activities with those 3 goals. Now, I make sure that I engage in those 5 activities every single day. They are my number 1 priority. When I put together my to-do list, the stuff that may not necessarily, or actually the stuff that is not in that list of 5 falls secondary to those things. So if I didn't do anything else all day, if I only had time to do 5 things, it was going to be those 5 things that I got done. And I'm telling you, if you do this, it will change your life, because what will happen is, if you isolate 5 activities that you can engage in every day that will move you closer to your big 3 priorities, and we've talked about the big 3 a number of times, then what will happen is Every single day, you'll move a little bit closer. And just like chopping down the tree or digging a tunnel through the wall, you may not see the results tomorrow or next week or next month or maybe even not next year. But if you do it day after day after day after day, what will happen is one day you'll go set out to do your big five and you'll look and the tree will be leaning. And you'll go, and you'll take 5 more swings, and down it comes. The illustration is one day you'll set out to do one of the big five, one of your 5 swings that day, whether it's writing for 30 minutes in your journal or writing a book or exercising, whatever it is you chose to do, and you'll realize that you're done, that you've accomplished it, that it's happened, or it's come to fruition, or the book is finished, or whatever the case might be. It's the concept of, I've talked to many people that want to read the Bible from cover to cover. And they say, oh, it's huge. It's so thick. And I'm like, just read 3 pages a day. You'll be done in a year. The point is that if you take those 5 swings every day, you will accomplish your goals. And it may take longer than you thought, but you'll get there because you'll move in that direction every single day. And because those 5 swings that you're going to take every day aren't necessarily large or aggressive or very time-consuming actions, you'll make sure that you get them in every single day. And I promise you guys, call me a year from now and let me know, because I promise you, you will have accomplished at least one of your big 3 objectives for this year if you just apply the principle of the 5 swings. So be consistent, get out there today, and make it a great day.